Welcome to the Hewman Show. I'm Neil. This is Screetch, Kev, JJ, and Hewlett. How are you all? Woo! Woo!
Hello and welcome to the Hewman Show, the show where we talk about all sorts of cool shit, but specifically video games. I am the host, Michael Juilliard, and I'm joined by a whole mess of people. Actually, it's the same people that we had last time, except instead of Hannah, we have Screetch. Hello, Screetch.
Hello.
Hi, Screetch.
Whoever that other person is, I'm better than them.
Hannah, that's my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm better than her.
And Neil. We have Neil Williamson.
Woo!
And Mr. JJ Craig.
Good eve.
And Kevin Conan.
What's up?
Now, normally we do first name and surname on this, which is why I said everyone's first name and surname except Screech's. I don't know if he wants to say his real name or not, but I haven't said it thus far because I don't know it.
Yes.
Screetch.
That would be Eric Perry,
No, no.
I guess.
That's like my dad's name, but instead of Juilliard, it's Perry.
Well, that's close enough.
Yeah.
My dad is
much.
French and you live in Quebec.
It's,
Coincidence?
I think not.
Right. Okay, so...
And now you're finishing each other's sentences.
Ah, we may as well be married. He is better than Hannah.
Yeah, see, tells you.
Okay, so we didn't record a podcast last week because nobody but me and JJ turned up. And we then were like, oh, we'll make it a bi-weekly thing. And then I invited about 12 people to take part regularly, so now it should be weekly. But yeah, so let's talk about what we've been playing over the past week, shall we? Who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead, JJ.
We
You. not
Played.
we. You.
Me.
You personally.
Me personally, I've been playing, obviously, the Greater Toronto area,
Yeah.
which has been fun. I've actually been able to play online, level 13,
Wait,
Must have
what
spent-
is that you're playing?
Grand Theft Auto.
GTA,
Oh,
We
okay.
beat level 18.
We won't be giving any spoilers because Screech hasn't had a chance to play it.
of course.
Oh, when that thing happened, it was amazing.
Oh, well,
Doesn't
spoiled.
stop the grenade.
Mostly that, I think.
Okay.
but
No,
I
no
made
other games whatsoever over the past 2 weeks. You've had 2
Well,
weeks and all you've played is GTA.
I think so. Which is really boring. I must have played something else.
We played Arma the
level
other day.
13 as well. That's quite
Yeah.
disappointing.
What do you do with your time?
Runs over pedestrians, probably.
That's what I do. And then I go on GTA when I get home.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You gotta take a break, you know.
Okay, so JJ has played GTA Online and he is level 13. So in 2 weeks he has literally played about 6 hours of GTA Online.
I'll probably remember what else I've played.
Once other people start mentioning. We did play a bit of
Yes.
Arma last night.
We did. And
Oh,
the
cheers
night
for the
before,
invite.
when I fell asleep.
Yeah. So Kev, what have you been playing?
What JJ said.
Literally GTA Online and that's it.
Next person. No, I've been playing a lot of GTA Online and Mincecraft.
A lot of Mincecraft, okay.
Fed the best edition.
So Minecraft and GTA Online. This is, you guys are just, come on, talk.
We played
Boring.
Battlefield 4, didn't we, bro?
We tried playing Battlefield 4, but we got to the loading screen for both of us, it would just crash every time and lag out and wasn't
I
playable.
didn't. No.
Is it alpha or beta?
It's
A
beta.
beta.
It's due for release later this month, like 29th of October. Open beta right now, anyone can pick it up. But we tried it and just couldn't get it to work for either of us. I'm going to give it a go later on, maybe.
Right, well, I've been playing quite a few games, actually.
Oh, good, I like this game.
I started off with Final Fantasy VII about 2 weeks ago. They have it on Steam now. It was on sale, so I said, why not? It's actually just as good as I remember, to be honest.
I don't think anyone here has played any of the Final Fantasy games ever.
Really?
I know
Well,
I haven't.
Some of them are downright terrible. Some of your viewers aren't going to like that, but yeah, they're pretty good story-wise, even their
Don't-
combat system.
Sorry, nobody click on that link. It's disgusting.
Neil, that's horrible.
Carry on.
Please, sorry, carry on.
Oh god, I clicked on it. Okay.
What is it? Oh, I want to click on it.
I wouldn't.
What is it? What is it? Tell me.
No.
It's just rancid. Carry on,
Is
Screech.
it a
Carry on,
bot?
please.
I I also got this game called Agarest, Generations of War. It just came out about a week ago. It's a turn-based strategy game.
It's like an RTS.
So it's like it's a Japanese JRPG, I guess.
Oh.
At first, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, you start off with one character, you fight some dudes, and like your party builds up more and more and more until it locks up at 6 people, and then it gets just repetitive and absolutely terribly boring. I'm sorry to say.
Like,
I'm still playing it. I'm still playing it every day because the story is pretty good, but that's basically the only thing that's keeping it up. And it's a picture-based story, so it's really nothing that keeps you very interested.
Artwork nice?
The artwork's pretty nice, but it's, you know, it's typical Japanese anime style. It's either chicks that are completely flat-chested and have no emotion, or gigantic tits that you don't understand where they came from, just kind of bounce in your face. And every single woman in the world.
So hang on, how much is this game? Where do I get it?
Right now it's on Steam for $20. I bought it for $15, I believe.
Special offer, was it?
It came with quote-unquote DLC, which is just items in the game that make your characters OP at first, and then become... Oh. Well, you could constantly make them OP, but I just haven't been using them because it breaks the entire game, and they label it DLC. But other than that, I've been playing Guns of Icarus online.
Oh yeah, you invited me to play that, and I said that I didn't have it installed because I didn't have it installed, so I didn't get to play it with you.
Yeah, shame on you, because it's pretty fun. I mean, it's easily fucked up when your teammates don't know what they're doing, when they're just running around the ship and literally running in circles or jumping off board. And the games are pretty quick, but the only thing about it is the lobbies. It takes... I once waited in a lobby for almost half an hour to get a game started.
Sounds a lot like GTA Online.
True dat.
Oh yeah, I played Guns of Icarus a while ago when I first got it. It was on. They did a Kickstarter because they're making a single player version of their game. They did a Kickstarter where if you kickstarted it, you would also get the actual game itself for like free or whatever. So I kickstarted it, so I got the multiplayer game for free, and I will get the single player when it comes out. But that was, I thought it was pretty good. It requires so much communication for the game to actually work.
Yeah.
Then a lot of games require communication, so it's not like it's a new thing.
Well, a lot of games, if you don't have communication, you could still kind of get by. Whereas this one, if one person is screwing around, it's your complete downfall, I think.
But it's okay because it's not on console, so you don't get any idiots.
12-year-olds. Well, you still get 12-year-olds and idiots on PC.
Yeah, people
not
that mute their game or just don't pay attention.
A lot of people go to games for like relaxing and games where you really have to try. A lot of people go into a game thinking that it's just a relaxing chill out session, but it's not for a lot of games, especially like games like that where you have to properly put effort in,
coordinate, and
all
that good stuff. But I also played this game called Haunted. It's out on Steam for free. It's a horror survival. Well, I guess I didn't play that much. I only played about an hour and a half.
Do you mean Haunted Memories?
Yeah, Haunted Memories. Sorry, I just said Haunted. I forgot the name there.
Didn't you play this, bro?
Yeah, I did. I was going to let him finish what you were saying.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I didn't play that much to have a full opinion on it. It's a little creepy. It's just dark, and the controls, in my opinion, are kind of stiff.
I would have to agree with you there. To control your inventory, it was so... You have to use T, G, F, and H, like a WASD, but your hand moved over a bit to control what items you used from your inventory and stuff. It was really weird.
What?
Yeah, that's from my experience. I only played it for a little bit. I played it for like 10 minutes. Screetch might know what I'm talking about. There was this specific part where where you can go quite high up without going into too much detail. It's some stairs and you can go up them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I thought, you know what, it took ages to get to the top of that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to see, there's a save game at the top there. So I saved up there on the typewriter thing. I thought, what happens if I jump off? So I did, hit the ground, died, and then it said, oh, you don't have any save games, even though I had just saved.
Oh my God.
I thought, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to play this anymore.
But things like that could really ruin a game, like super quickly too.
such a minor thing to just have that save working. But to be honest with you, I thought it was really, it was pretty scary, pretty creepy. Like I jumped a couple times, and I kept, like the art style kept leading me to think I was seeing things in the distance.
Ah.
Which I think was a big part of the creepiness. Like I kept thinking I was seeing outlines of people, or animals or something, and it was pretty scary at times. But I thought it was alright. I might pick it up again, but after that little mishap, it's a bit upsetting.
7 people created it.
Yeah, it's an indie game, 7 people.
I think it's pretty well done. I mean, they have the right intention with it. It's
still
kind of like Amnesia, I suppose.
It's still in early access, which is a big thing to remember. When with horror games, that's such a difficult thing to what is not implemented in the game that you're missing by playing it now. Because a horror game is the kind of game you play through once and then you're done.
Yeah.
But if it's early access, does that mean I'm going to play through and then you're going to play through, like JJ's going to play through a month later, and he's going to be like, oh my god, did you see this part? And I'm like, well, no, that wasn't there when I played. Is it a horror to be added later or something, What am I missing out? And that's something that I think is a bit... I'll probably go back to it when the first episode is fully done. I don't know if the first episode's done. What do they mean by early access? Because it's episodic. There's 6 episodes. Are they now working on episode 2 or what?
Is it still early access? I don't think it's early access anymore.
I'm on the page right now. It says early access game.
Well, that shut me up.
But yeah, so haunted memories.
Yeah, well, I don't really have that much to say about it, other than clunky controls, but visually it's pretty nice. It's dark, obviously. It's a horror game, that's what they do.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've noticed that too.
I thought it was pretty good, and I've got a really big hankering to play horror games at the moment. It's the first game on the horror game list that I played. I picked up Doorways a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't played it yet. I want to play Outlast. I was watching a playthrough of it rather than playing it myself on YouTube, and the guy never finished it. So now I don't know what happens.
Well, you have to play to find out yourself.
Precisely, yeah. I guess that was maybe it's a marketing strategy. Maybe he's being paid by the developers. Who knows? I'm only kidding, of course. I don't think that's the case. But okay, Neil, how about you? What have you been playing? Unless you want to play Screetch.
I got a bunch of things, but let him go.
Ooh. If you want to go, Screetch, you can go.
No, it's just, what else? There's Terraria, they just came out with a new update. Well, just came out.
I haven't
long
actually
ago.
played Terraria at all. Tell me
neither.
what's the update?
Well, it's just a bunch of new items, really. A couple new bosses. I don't think there's there's new material that you could mine. And it's a pretty big update. A lot of people went back to it. There was no talk of Terraria for a little while. And now that this update just came out, the community has gotten like way back up. It's been almost everywhere, actually.
Is it multiplayer?
Yeah, it's multiplayer.
I could be wrong, but did I read somewhere that Terraria 2 has been announced?
Yeah, that was announced at the same, or almost the same time. Or at least I heard it at the same time as the update.
Okay, and do you know what Terraria 2 has that Terraria 1 doesn't?
I think they're going to be making bigger worlds, and honestly, I don't expect that much out of Terraria 2 because
just an excuse to charge people more money.
exactly, because basically once they started getting a lot of money coming in, the updates slowed down and basically stopped for a long while. So it was kind of clear that kind of quote unquote clear that he just did it to get money and then kind of piss off. Or at least that's what a lot of people think. So Terraria 2 could be a cop-out, but who knows? I guess we'll see when it comes out.
The thing is that so many indie games, the developer is almost forced to say, hey, look, you buy it now when it's in early access and you get every update as it comes out for free. And then it just gets to a point where nobody's buying the game anymore, but there's still a large player base of people that have the game. It's not, he doesn't get enough income to support full-time development, but there's people hankering him about an update, but you can't charge for the update. So what's he got to do, right? I guess.
Well, that's true, but like the updates were so far apart and so small that there wasn't that much of an excuse, especially since he didn't update all that much, like, as for the reasons. Like, if we were to give reasons all the time, it would be like, all right, like, you're busy with other things or whatever. But he didn't. It was just, here's the game, Give me the money. Okay, cool. Bye. Kind of like what DayZ did. What is it called now? Infestation or something
That
like
was
that.
Warzy, not Daisy.
Well, Warzy. Sorry, Warzy. God, that game was terrible.
I played it for a few minutes on a friend's account, and it was
What do
pretty
you mean?
bad.
It was great. Love that game.
Shut up, Kev. Shut up.
They still haven't even implemented cars. That was the first thing that they said about it too. We're gonna have cars. We're gonna have different I don't know. They just said a bunch of things, and that was a prime example of what not to do.
There's one thing that they've done better than the DayZ developers, though, for the DayZ standalone.
Which is?
They've actually released a game.
That's true.
Like the DayZ standalone, 4 months ago Rocket said it was going to be out in 2 months. And then he hasn't announced anything about it. Over the past couple of weeks, he hasn't mentioned anything about the game. I've completely lost hope for that. But I picked up Infestation for $3 on Steam when it was on sale not long ago.
I pre-ordered it. My God, was that a waste.
Sounds like it, Jesus. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Okay. How about you, Neil? What have you been playing? I know you really want to talk about it.
I know, right? Well, basically, GTA.
Of course.
Level 18. Suck on that, JJ. FIFA, as I
That's
always play
nuts.
FIFA. But I've also played Cookie Clicker.
I've played that game.
It's not a real game, but it's a fun little.
It's
little
a
thing.
game. It's
What
a game. It's
defines game?
addictive.
It's basically right. You played it, Mike, have you not?
I don't believe so.
Well, there's a cookie on the screen, and you click it. And when you click it, you make more cookies.
It's a mobile phone game.
No, it's a web browser game.
Right.
I'll
Okay.
link you. I'll link you all.
I don't.
You'll
Yeah,
enjoy it. You'll get addicted. As you click these cookies, you get more cookies, and you can buy these upgrades. Like you can buy grandmas, and they'll cook. They'll automatically cook cookies for you.
Honestly speaking, this sounds like the worst piece of software ever developed.
But it's very addictive.
It is.
It hooks you.
But it's very addicting.
Is EA the
So-
publisher? Can I buy more grandmas with real money?
Yes. You have to buy the Grandma DLC in order to.
It was released on day one. It's actually on the disc.
No,
Okay.
you don't get a disc. You only have to download it through Origin. Unfortunately.
If you buy the
Sorry.
physical copy, all it comes with is a code to Origin. They did that with Red
Yes.
Alert.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Neil,
Strategy.
Cookie Clicker.
Yeah, that's really it. You click cookies, and that's it. I've also played. I don't know if you guys. It's called. I think it's Attack on Titans.
No, never heard of it.
I haven't really watched it, but it's an anime series.
It's a TV show, not a game.
No. It's the actual thing's a TV show, but the game. I'm playing the game.
Okay.
It's made by basically a guy on his own is making it, and he's constantly improving it, and it's quite good fun. You can play it with your friends, and it's web browser based again, but you all play and you attack these titans and jump on their backs and try and knock these giants over without them eating you.
It's a good thing you spent like £600 on a gaming computer, because these browser games, they would take ages to
No,
load.
seriously, it is actually really good.
Okay, fair enough.
No, but the thing is, I brought my computer like a while ago, so a lot of games aren't that smooth on my computer now. I like
Did you
nice
built
games.
your computer though, didn't you? You didn't buy one.
I brought it custom.
You bought it custom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why your computer's shit then, isn't it?
Whoa, man.
Because you spent loads of money,
Shots fired.
so you could say, "Oh, it's
Jeez,
custom."
man. I came here to, not to be insulted.
I apologise.
Ooh, I'm gonna cry now.
Okay. So FIFA, GTA, Cookie Clicker.
I'm playing Cookie Clicker right now.
You're addicted, right?
No,
Alright,
I'm
I
just
can hear lots
clicking.
of clicking.
that's all it is.
I'm getting 15 billion cookies a second.
Well, congratulations.
Man, I could do with a cookie right now.
I'm
Just
getting
one.
0.5 cookies a second.
Well,
So,
every
a
click,
cookie
every
every 2
click I
seconds.
click on the cookie, like myself, I get 768 million cookies.
Right.
But what do you do with these cookies?
You buy upgrades.
You
and try and
can't
get
eat them.
You
achievements.
buy upgrades that allow you to make more cookies.
You try and get achievements.
This sounds really superfluous.
Yeah, but it's like any game. What do you do when you finished it? What
But
have you
any-
achieved? What have you achieved in that apart from wasting time in your life?
You've had
What?
fun, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun on Cookie Clicker.
Completing
even
Metal
got an
Gear
audio
Solid
clicker, and I
3
log on
was
overnight.
and arthritis.
completing it. Metal Gear Solid 3 was like the most emotional thing I've ever done, and I count that as better than clicking on a cookie.
Okay, some games they've got a good story, and that's why you play it for the story. but I'm sure
So
you can think
Cookie
of some games
Clicker
that
for
you've
the
liked.
story.
Cookie Clicker is
story.
a
Love the
story of
dialogue.
the rise of cookies. Come on now.
Yeah, no, the grandmas become zombies.
The literal
see?
rise of
That's a nice story.
cookie in an oven.
What
Okay.
else
Well,
have I
no,
played? I
you
haven't
use
played much.
alchemy. You get them from space with spaceships and
Yeah,
use time machines.
you get
So-
antimatter condensers.
True.
Cookie Clicker available now on cookieclicker.com.
Exactly.
Right, okay, so how about I talk about what I've been playing? I've already asked Kev, haven't I? Kev, we've talked about what you've been playing? Yeah, we spoke to you, Kev, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've been
said-
playing
yeah.
Bioshock Infinite.
How is it? I haven't
I
played
like
it.
I like it. Yeah, it's pretty graphically intensive. My graphics card was crying a little bit when I first started playing it. I had to get my like room fan that cools down my room, put it next to my computer to cool down my graphics card because the fan on my graphics card's dead, so it was overheating. But other than that small hiccup, I really like it. Haven't really been following the story all too much, if I'm honest with you.
The story is I didn't get the story. I had to ask someone what's happening.
Well, I've just gotten to the point where I've gotten Elizabeth.
No spoilers.
Well,
She's a good character. She's a good AI character.
yeah, and she doesn't seem too
Yeah.
stupid.
No,
Wait,
she
Elizabeth,
gives...
is that the one that you get when she's like trapped in that little place?
Sure.
No, the one that she's like being held prisoner.
That's the point of the game, is you're saving Elizabeth. Or saving her.
Have you got her yet?
Yes, you get her fairly early on in the game.
Oh, I've got her. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah,
The
I
way
did get her, and then I
that, the
started
way that
getting
you're
shot at.
speaking is as if you get loads of different women throughout the game. I've got her, but I haven't got Sandra.
No, but you're making it sound like originally you made it sound like it was near the end of the game. Now you're making it sound like it's been in the game. And I was pretty sure.
Okay, it's fairly early on in the game that you get Elizabeth.
I think I rescued her. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I think it's a pretty good game. I'll probably play it through to the finish. I don't know if I will actually get all the way to the end. But then again, I just don't play any games to the end at the moment. I played a bit more Thomas is Alone.
I want to play that.
It's good. Good little fun game.
I've tried it out, but I want to like probably play it.
Yeah, I mean, when Steam sharing's available, you know, all you guys will be able to play on my Steam games if you want.
Really?
Thanks,
Yep.
bro.
I've
You're
never
welcome.
seen this game.
What? Explain this.
You don't know what Steam sharing was?
No.
Well, let me explain Thomas Was Alone to Screetch, and then I'll explain Steam sharing to you.
Okay.
Okay. So, Thomas Was Alone is this little 2D
He's a
platformer.
box.
Yeah, Thomas is a little red box. And it's basically the reason... If you didn't have the narrator, the game would just, like, what's the point? It's just a little jumping game. But the moment, like, the narrator speaks, and that just makes the game so much better. It just makes it so much more entertaining. And it reminds me a lot of like Portal, the way Wheatley talks in Portal 2. But I think it's a really good game. I think it's really, you know, a good little bit of fun.
It's a
few hours
platformer?
long. Yeah, it's a platformer, 2D platformer. You jump between different coloured blocks, and they all have their own specific, you know, they're all good at something. Like you have Thomas can jump, you know, medium-sized gaps. You have Claire, I think, who's like a little pink rectangle. When you jump on top of her, she acts like a trampoline, and you go, you know, you jump way higher. And you've got John, who's really tall and can jump really high. You know, various different blocks that all have different qualities. And it's quite a fun little game. I don't remember when I got it. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle, like most of my games. But yeah, I'd recommend it heavily. I don't know how long it is. I've been playing for a few hours. No idea where I am in terms of the story. But yeah, I'll explain Steam I'll explain Steam sharing. Neil,
Hello.
you don't know what Steam sharing is?
Don't.
It is basically means that I'll be able to share my Steam games with you. It's recently come to light that you'll have to log into my Steam account on your PC. But that's not a problem. I'll just change my password. All of you can log into it.
Yeah, but you can do it now, can't you?
No, but listen. But what happens is you log into my Steam account. The way it's supposed to happen, I'll explain it. Like, let's say I go around your house, and I log into my Steam on your computer. I can then set it so your computer, anyone logged in on your computer will be able to play my Steam games.
Ah.
So that way, then I log out and then you log into your account and it will say, oh, by the way, you can play Hewlett's games. Here's his list of his games, and then you'll be able to play them. And then,
Can I play them when you're playing them?
No, if I come home and say, oh, I want to play, even if you're playing Thomas Was Alone, and I say, oh, I want to play Bioshock, it will come up on your screen saying Michael wants to play Bioshock, so you need to come off with Thomas Was Alone.
Really? I read it as it'll let him keep playing Thomas Is Alone until you feel like playing it.
Oh, it has to be that specific game.
Yeah, I think it's that specific game, and then when you try to log on, it'll give him, I think, like 5 minutes to save up or buy the game.
Yep, okay, fair enough. If it is different, if it works like that, then that's even better, because I have so many games, I'm never going to be playing them all at once. So yeah, you'll be able to play my games either at the same time as I play a different game or not, I don't know, but yeah, you'll be able to play my games basically. I have 160 games and I play about 2 of them. So, yeah, you'll be able to play them. That's cool, right?
Really cool.
Yeah. So Thomas Alone, Bioshock, what else? I picked up Assassin's Creed 3, I haven't played it yet.
Wasn't it on sale recently on
That's
Steam?
why I got it. I got it for $12 because of that reason. What else? Not GTA Online, of course. Level 15.
What about Pokemon? Any of you got Pokemon?
I don't think anyone here is a mobile, like a... No.
I just can't afford to get it right now. I don't have a 3DS and I plan to get one. I
They're buying the
actually
game.
really want it.
He lives in Canada, Neil.
Ship it over.
PAL and NSTC regionalisation locks.
Oh.
I've
Oh,
remembered
dear.
another game.
What have you been playing, JJ?
I have been playing, trying to play, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Oh yeah, Ribos.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't work very well with my graphics card, unfortunately. But it's a good game. I remember playing it on Xbox with my friend on around his house, and it's a very fun game. The characters say very funny, like the AI say really ridiculous things.
Aim for the leader. I
Yeah,
play that game a lot.
it's good. It's
Play it
it's
online. I
very
used to love it
fun.
online.
Yeah, it was a great game. Terrorist Hunt is amazingly fun. I might actually have
Yes.
to pick it up now that you've started doing this. Not till next week.
Did you
though.
play the second one or the first one?
Second one.
Ah,
I think
the
it's...
first one was also very good.
Okay, so Rainbow Six Vegas on your PC.
Correct.
I recently got... On my PlayStation 3, which I recently received due to a trade via Craigslist with a lovely gentleman of whom I don't know the name. God, you're still playing Cookie Clicker.
How'd
I
you like-
am. You can hear the clicking, can
Oh,
you?
so
Yeah.
you are addicted, JJ.
But either way,
Not
I've recently been
addicted.
playing... I got my PS3, and on my PS3, the guy had already bought games that he downloaded to the PlayStation. Now they saved to the PlayStation and not the account, so I get to keep them. And they are MLB 2013, NBK 2013, and FIFA 13. So really my types of games.
Yeah, good.
Sadly, no games I can actually play with anyone, because the only reason I'd want to play those games is if one of you guys had those games as well, but none of you do.
No.
Trade them in, bro.
It's online. They're downloaded. I can't trade them in.
No, that sucks.
That sucks.
Have you got GTA yet?
Yep, I got it with the PlayStation. The guy had GTA 5 was the only physical game he had,
That's fair enough, though.
so I have that. It came with it. So I'm gonna give that a whirl later on. Maybe me, JJ, and Kev can all play together.
Hopefully it works.
Playing it right now.
Nice one.
What's more important right now?
I've said openly, you guys can play games when you're doing the podcast.
No, I'm
by all
more
means.
focused on the podcast. But
Yeah, that's
are
why. That's like the fifth
discussing
word
the
you've said.
games.
What podcast?
Sorry, what?
I said
So
Exactly.
what would you guys actually just say right now?
I said that's probably the fifth word that you've said in the entire podcast.
That is
Okay.
true, actually.
So, those are the games we've been playing. Lots of fun over the past couple of weeks, actually. Not even the past week, is it? So, should we talk about some news that's been happening in the world?
Go for news. Go for news jingle.
And
There
now,
is- we need a news jingle, don't we?
news.
The news.
What does the box say?
Okay, well, that's the news jingle. I'm going to edit that out and put it every time we listen to it. First thing I want to talk about on the news. there has been a demo released of the Steam controller. One of the developers of the controller has done and made a YouTube video, put it on the Valve channel.
I saw it.
You've seen it?
It looks interesting.
Now, yeah, Kevin Neal, have you seen that?
I
No,
haven't.
if you could
No.
provide a link, that'd be absolutely
I will
brilliant.
provide a link, my friend.
Much appreciated.
It's about 4 minutes of a developer playing a game, or various games. I thought, what do you guys think of it? Yeah,
I mean-
Screetch and JJ, go.
It looks fancy. I mean, it looks like there's no buttons on it, which is clicking. Which I think is cool, but I don't think it's gonna be very practical.
No.
I think it's gonna be really awkward to play with.
I think you'll get used to
Maybe, yeah.
it. It looks simple.
Yeah,
Just I don't know.
I think it could go well. What I'm playing fucking cooking.
Oh,
I
but it's such
wasn't
a bad game.
expecting. What I wasn't expecting. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this. When I said it to Hannah, she was like, "Well, yeah, what the fuck were you expecting?" Now the way that when you have to like swipe your finger to move, you know, similarly to how you move a mouse as opposed to on the console right now, where you just hold it in a direction and it moves you.
Yeah.
You have to swipe your finger repeatedly to move. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why.
Well, what do you mean?
I was expecting you to just move your finger in the direction you wanted to be turning, and it would just turn you in that direction.
So like an analog stick, but so you
But
think it still
touch.
acts as an analog stick?
Yes.
That's what I thought it would do.
I don't like it.
Well, that's the way it is, I'm afraid.
It looks like there'll be a lot of problems when you're playing the game.
Well, I mean, of course it is. That there's two things to take into account, and that's that it's in legacy mode, which means that it's basically acting like a PC mouse would. You'll probably be able to adjust it so it doesn't act like that all the time. Like you'll be able to change it to act
Can
like
you
a
use an
console
Xbox
if you
controller
want.
on it?
What do you mean on
I
what?
don't see why not. On a Steam box, I assume is what he's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, probably.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. But the pressing in of where the analog thing used would go, I don't like that.
I think it's
That would
of course
get
it's got
annoying.
room for improvement. It's still in development, you know. It's such early days, but I think it's a really cool looking bit of kit, and I think I will maybe pick one up.
I like the touchpad thingy. That's new, and it seems like it's pretty cool. But I
I've
just don't
really-
like the look of it, to be honest.
I've started playing games or with a gamepad as opposed to a mouse and keyboard. So, you know, I guess the fact is that something like that would be useful for me. But I plan on getting a Steam box anyway, so it'll come with a Steam box.
Did they announce when they're thinking of releasing the Steam box?
They haven't announced. They said 2014.
Nice.
I've signed up for the beta.
Yes, so did I.
The 300 out of millions of Steam users, you know. Oh, I suppose it's only people that have signed up for it, so it's probably maybe 100,000 people that will get this chance, and I'm one of the 300. I don't know if I'll even come close to getting a bit of call if I do. Who here has actually signed up for it?
I have.
What's that? Sorry.
The Steam box beta with the chance for release. I cannot talk today. The chance of receiving a Steam box for free from Valve
Oh,
Can I?
before it's released.
I have not signed up for that. Can you tell me how I do that?
Well, if we
course.
do, we have less chances. What?
Yeah, so basically you go to this website and download a virus that breaks your
Okay.
computer.
Go to
No, it's-
downloadmoreram.com.
Store.steampowered.com/livingroom has all the information on how you do that.
Thanks.
And you can sign up. It requires a few different things, including using a controller to play a game.
And you have to buy my music first as well.
And you have to go to kevinconant.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
But you got to have a controller.
You have to use a controller, yeah, to basically. I think the way that they wanna make sure the people that are doing it are people that are interested in using controllers generally. Anyway, they don't just want PC gamers doing it so they can get a free bit of kit. Which I kind of understand.
I want a free bit of kit.
You have an Xbox controller. Plug your Xbox controller into your PC and it'll work.
It's got to be wired. I ain't got a wired one.
I have a wireless adapter, so I use a wireless controller. You have a PlayStation 3, use that.
Ah.
PlayStation 3 controllers work right off the bat with a computer as well. You don't need any software.
How?
You plug it in.
Really?
Yep, and it works.
Jeez, I might do that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, there's that. I would very much like that. But yeah, the controller. What do you think, Neil? Because you haven't said anything since.
I did. I said I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
I think that the way it is, you're gonna rest your thumb on it, and it's gonna mess up the way you're looking, and you're gonna go all over the place.
No, that's true. Yeah, you're gonna rest your thumb, and it's gonna. Interesting. I didn't think of that.
No, because the way he's doing it, he's lifting his thumb like over it, like arching over it, so it's perfect. But I always just lie them down flat.
No, I agree.
Like a normal person.
Yeah, like a normal person. Okay.
I think it looks nifty. Could take some getting used to, like I said before, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I think I said this in the last
Like
podcast.
everything.
It's
Just
a
like
quote that
riding a
makes sense. When
having sex for the
when
first
Henry
time, just things
Ford
get
made
used to.
Yeah.
when Henry Ford made cars, he said if I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. It's all about innovation, and it's something that the industry seems to be lacking of a lot. They've reached a point where the controllers we have now are so well designed and so well made that they're not going to move forward in any way. They're just going to stay the way they are. So I think it's great. I can't wait to see what Valve have up their sleeve with other stuff, because that they've got more information coming out. More cool products, hopefully sometime soon.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. People are actually saying the Half-Life 3 confirmed. Okay. I cannot talk today. I've been sitting on a bus for like 4 hours today to get this PlayStation 3, so I'm not used to talking to people. The lead designer for the Battlefield series, this is a new news story I'm moving on to.
Okay.
The lead designer of the Battlefield series has said how much he would love to support Linux, and how he feels it will just take one game to, like one big game to make Linux really pick up as a platform for gaming.
I think Steam beat them to that.
Well, I think he more means he thinks that if one amazing game gets released to Linux as a, what's the word I'm looking for? Exclusive. If one game gets released to Linux as an exclusive that's really good, then he thinks that'll change the way that Linux is seen as a gaming platform.
Well, that's kind of risky, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No developer's going to release their game as an exclusive for Linux. Maybe Valve might, but they would take a massive hit doing so. And then, of course, there was all this speculation that Half-Life 3 was going to be a Linux exclusive.
Well, aren't they making a system themselves? A Linux-based operating system?
Steam. Valve.
Yeah, Steam.
Okay, yeah, there's the Steam OS that is a Linux kernel. And that's being released alongside the Steam consoles, or consoles, whatever you want to call them. It's being released alongside the Steam consoles and is supposed to work in conjunction with the controller. Of course, the controller can probably still work on Windows and Mac. But yeah, I don't think they would release Half-Life as a Steam exclusive. But something to take away from this is that you get console exclusives, you get Xbox exclusive games. And Half-Life 3, you could class that as an Xbox or a Valve exclusive, SteamOS exclusive game, There's no reason why they couldn't do it and still just say, hey, this is our console, this is an exclusive for our console, deal with it.
Well, they've never really, except for at first, they've been really big on going on different platforms, including consoles. I think they just don't like the limitations of just being exclusive on one thing. So I doubt they're going to make it exclusive, especially for such a big name.
I think if they did make it exclusive, it would just be temporary.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to lose just releasing a game solely for Linux. I think that no developer's going to be stupid enough to do that. But with things like Battlefield making their way to Linux, I think that we've got a good chance of Linux really picking up, which is something I love because I love Linux as an operating system.
I really like Linux.
Don't really care about Linux.
You don't care about anything because you work in game and you're just
Linux. Sounds like a right to get.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. But next news story, I guess.
Hit me.
Kevin. No, you're not from the UK. JJ and Neil, you're both from the UK.
Wow.
I think I live.
Asshole.
So yeah, you
discrimination.
guys, have you heard of Shop 2? I think it is.
Shop 2, yeah, they do really good deals and games.
Really good deals and games.
Sorry, what?
Shop 2 is a online retailer similar to Amazon and stuff like that. They sell video games and consoles, and they get really good deals and sell them for cheap.
What's this site called? Like the full.
Shop 2 is just the name of it. Shop2.com, I think. It's a UK exclusive. .net. It's an exclusive for the UK. You can't use it in Canada and the States.
Only 40 quid for Beyond Two Souls.
How much is it elsewhere?
40 quid, I think.
Oh, okay.
How much is that?
It's a great deal.
£40. Same price.
40.
I think it's more just like older hardware, perhaps, and older software that gets sold
No,
cheaper.
FIFA was like 35 and GTA was like for 38 or something.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so they Amazon.co.uk recently lowered the price for the PlayStation 4 to £430 instead of £450.
Right.
And
That's cool.
someone posted on Twitter saying, someone emailed their support team saying, they DM'd them on Twitter saying, hey, they've released it for less money. Will you be doing the same? Will I get £20 refunded or £20 store credit back from you guys? And the guy said, no, sorry, we're not doing that. We can't. They have some special offer with Sony going on, and that's how they're able to do that, but we can't do that. And the guy was like, okay, fair enough. And then he posted on Twitter, saying, oh, it's a shame I can't get this game for cheaper than from Shop 2, and they won't refund me no. And if I was to get a refund, I wouldn't be able to get my pre-order in time to actually get it on release, which is the main thing I want. So that's a shame. And a friend of his tweeted to him saying, I got mine on Amazon, haha, I get it for cheaper. And he said, yeah, in future I'm not going to be buying anything from Shop 2 as just a bit of a fuck you to, as a bit of a fuck you because I don't want them to be charging me more money than I can pay elsewhere. Yeah. And then Shop 2 sent them a private message saying, how dare you say that kind of stuff to us, it's incredibly rude.
Mate?
Please consider your order cancelled and your account has been banned from purchasing products in future.
Oh, very rude of them.
So this guy has been banned from Shop 2 and he no longer gets his console on day one.
Well,
That's wrong though. I think that's completely wrong.
Did you get his money back?
He gets his money back, of course.
No, but to cancel it for that reason, I think that's wrong.
No, I agree.
People
I
spread
agree
their
completely.
opinion.
And then it was realised that the guy that cancelled it shouldn't have been he didn't have jurisdiction on that kind of stuff, and Shop 2 have emailed him saying, look, we're really sorry, that guy's been dealt with. Please buy your console from us again. But I think the damage has been done at this point.
Are they going to give him a lower price?
I don't think so. A lot of people are saying he should get his console for free from them, but I don't quite believe that.
Yeah.
He should get a big discount though. The fact that they've done that.
Maybe a discount,
he did
but
say fuck you.
people always go berserk for compensation. It's so stupid.
That is for free. That's a big hit for the company. But
One console though, it isn't really.
as I say, if they turn around and say, hey, you're getting this for free, then everyone goes, oh my god, they fired the guy that was a dickhead and he's getting the console for free. These guys are fucking amazing. Let's go to Shop 2.
And then a lot of other people are going to say, hey, I'm going to try and find a way to get free stuff from them also.
Yeah, that's true. True.
There's two sides to it.
I know
guess.
I would do that.
Exactly. I would try it too. Fuck.
Exactly.
Be like,
Free
hey, you guys
stuff
are
is nice.
assholes. And then they just fire a guy, and I get something for free. It's a win-win. Everybody
Win-win.
did it.
Have you got a
Well-
link to that news story, Mike? I want to read up on it more.
Yep, I do not, but I will find it.
Cheers, man.
And honestly, that's all I've got in terms of news stories. EA is having a sale on GOG.com.
Sorry, what did you say?
EA is having a big sale on GOG.com.
Ah, I think I shopped there
33
before.
games for $84. They're
Oh,
just all old games
Big
because
sale.
that's what GOG sells is all old stuff. It is a big sale. It
yeah.
saves 60%.
How's Humble going?
Humble. Let's have a look at the new Humble, shall we?
I think anything's too
Humble at the
exciting.
moment. There's a Humble weekly sale for Android games. and then a humble bundle for Android games and a humble weekly sale for
Books.
Focus Interactive Games.
Oh.
Cities XL, Blood Bowl, Divinity, Raw, Game of Thrones, Confrontation are all on there. And then if you beat $6, then you get Sherlock Holmes and War Game.
Which that price is going to go up soon. So by the time this is released.
That's not the average. They don't do average for weekly bundles.
Okay.
It's just beat $6.
And in case nobody saw, which probably everybody saw, there's a Capcom 30th anniversary on Steam. The sale, 50 to 75% off all of their titles.
You know, if there was a game by Capcom that I liked, then I might be.
Yeah.
They're extremely racist, aren't they?
Are they?
What?
Yeah, they are.
How
You
so?
guys didn't know that? Every game, they just, like, make fun of black people. It's pretty bad.
That's not very nice.
That's quite. You know.
I may get Dead Rising 2.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's where they make fun of black people the most.
It's multiplayer, so JJ, you should get it too.
I've got it on. I think I've got it on
PC.
Xbox actually.
Yeah, get on PC.
I will.
And
That's one with
this
all the customizable weapons, isn't it?
It is, yeah. This is so unrelated, but I just want to share this. Yesterday, Hannah and I were downtown, just doing a bunch of stuff downtown, and we walked past this in Young and Dundas Square, which is a big square in the centre of Toronto with loads of like live music and stuff. And there's always these guys dressed up in costumes for you to go up to them in pictures. And there's a guy dressed up as Batman, and we walked past him. Oh, what was it he said? Hannah, do you remember what he said? Yeah, we walked past him and he was like, we walked past him and he just put his hand on his hips. Anyway, he was like, "Alright, motherfuckers." So off topic,
not very
but
Batman.
it was so great. What's this?
I think he got the character a little bit wrong, but
Yeah. But I thought it was amusing. I love Young and Dundas Square. It's either people dressed as, there's a guy that dresses as Bumblebee from Transformers, there's Batman, and then there's about 5 or 6 stands of different religions all shouting stuff about how you should convert to their religion.
I think you should, bro.
So when you come down to Toronto next year, JJ, I'm going to have to take you there and show you this.
Yes. I look forward to it.
I have a breaking news story.
Breaking news.
League of Legends
And now-
card game leaked.
oh really?
I was gonna do the jingle, but never mind.
What
There's
would
so many card games coming out.
you say? A lol card game.
League of Legends card game information has been leaked.
LOL of Legends.
You think it's going to be like Magic the Gathering?
That Soulforge,
kind of
there's
thing.
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
But, news just in. The guy that tweeted saying that this was that there was a League of Legends card game coming out has been hacked and it's all fake.
Oh dear.
I think. I have no idea.
I hope
So
it's
much
fake.
conflicting information.
You know, you said this just in, and then you paused. Is that because you were waiting for someone to do some kind of jingle?
I was just waiting for silence.
I was gonna
but-
do
Oh.
the jingle.
I think he
Yeah.
was doing the dramatic, pause.
Yeah, I was also just waiting, as I say, waiting for silence. Kev,
Yeah.
news just in. I was waiting for you to do a jingle, you fucking fan.
It's over. No, you're just an idiot now. Saying news just in.
Okay, fair enough.
Was there news just in though?
And now, breaking news on the Hewman Show.
Okay, that's a thing now. That's a thing.
Oh,
Okay.
there is some news.
But that was the League of Legends card game was the breaking news.
I've got news.
Go on.
There's an online retailer which is the news article says it is holding the pre-orders for ransom by basically telling people that pre-order their console from them that they've got to upgrade to their bundle or they lose their pre-order.
That's stupid.
Which
So they-
retailer
they-
is
Yeah.
It's
who-
Simply Games.
this? Okay. So,
Um,
what does upgrading your console? What does that require?
You've got to basically upgrade to one of their bundle deals, which has like loads of unofficial accessories in it from the retailer, so that they get more money basically. And they've told people that if they either do that or they lose their place in the queue for getting the standalone console.
Damn, that's fucking retarded.
That
I know,
is not good business, to say the least.
But if people turn around and say, "Oh fuck it, I'm not going with them," then they lose their pre-order. They won't get a console on day one.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's wrong.
That is wrong. That is wrong. Okay, I have 2 new news stories.
No.
They're not breaking news because I read them the other day and now I've just remembered. So Activision has completed a buyout to become its own independent company rather than having its being part of a conglomerate, which it was before.
Which will mean
Activision Blizzard has officially completed its buyback of $8.2 billion worth of shares from Vivendi, technically making a software giant an independent entity. Now the company is majoritarily owned by public shareholders. So this doesn't mean a whole bunch. If anything, this just means that Activision's more free to do what they want rather than being owned by Vivendi. But I don't know what that really means.
more Tony Hawk and
More
that's about it.
Spider-Man.
I think less Tony Hawk.
More Spider-Man.
I think it doesn't mean much other than Activision may be releasing more than 3 games a year, which is what they do at the moment.
What was their last big hit?
Hey, Spider-Man.
If you don't count Call of Duty as their last big hit, then I don't know.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty is the Call of
They
Duty.
were the people behind the Guitar Hero franchise.
Yeah.
Is there not a new music game coming out soon? Sorry to.
I don't think so.
I think I saw one.
Audio Surf
Sorry.
2?
Audio Surf 3.
Is that? I've never heard of that.
Audio Surf? The first one I played a little bit too much of.
Audio Surf 2 is being released. It's on early
It's
access on Steam.
Yeah, you can already get it.
Ah.
It looks pretty
This-
good, but it looks like the first one.
Is it basically Guitar Hero then?
No.
With
No.
a mouse and keyboard.
It's pretty different to Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero without a guitar.
Yeah.
Because you could get
And you're not a
Guitar
hero.
Hero on PC and play with you pick up your keyboard and play it like a guitar.
Are you talking about Frets on Fire?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about
Talking out of his ass.
what is just Guitar Hero.
Fair
Pretty
enough.
sure I went round my cousin's house and played it.
Could have been Frets on Fire.
You
It
really
could have
pick up
been.
your keyboard and just like start jamming out.
It's on like you use like the F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 keys, the function.
And then the
keys.
space key is the strummer.
I thought it was the enter button on an
Maybe.
iPad. Might be.
Who knows?
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I was quite shocked when there was a new one. I thought I saw a new one coming out this month.
Could be Audio Surf that you're thinking of, but I don't. I think that the music industry, the music games are pretty much dead.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Let's say that to their face.
I'm just reading this article about Activision buying itself back, but it doesn't really. There's not really much information about what it could mean. I think that we're just gonna see maybe some more, risks coming from Activision. Hopefully, because they just churn out the same games every year at this point.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see for
We
that.
will have to wait and see exactly. Okay.
Dead
I know-
Rising 3 is banned in Germany.
Everything's banned in Germany.
As I said, that's not fucking news. Okay, my last news story that I have here, unless I find another one. Rockstar giving every GTA Online player $500,000 game dollars to say sorry.
I
it
haven't
was
gotten
everyone who was playing when when the servers were fucking up, I think.
If it's everyone who has played in October.
Are you going to get that, bro? Because you'll have your new account when you want
no,
PS3.
I will have played. I'll be playing today. So it will count as me playing in October.
Nice.
When are we gonna get paid?
They hope to get the first batch out by the end of next week, so the 17th, and then of 250,000, and then another batch of 250,000 out before the end of the month.
What are you guys gonna spend your money on? I'm gonna spend it on
Bitches and hoes.
bitches and hoes, obviously.
Yeah, bitches and hoes is
Money,
obviously.
cars, clothes, and hoes.
Honestly, like, the in-game money I haven't spent on anything ever. I buy ammo before game starts, and that's it.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna spend mine on a house, a huge mansion. You guys
A
can
garage. I want a garage
Garage.
so I can get
You
all my
can buy
cars.
cars. You just need a lot of money. You need a lot of money to do really anything, unless you want to get some like pack of cigarettes.
Do I not need a lot of money for that?
Oh yeah, $7 a pack on GT Online.
Damn,
Ridiculous.
son.
Fuck. No wonder the economy is so shit on that game. Terrible.
Okay. So $500,000 to each player. The reason they're releasing it in 2 batches is because they don't want to break the economy too much too quickly. I think they're just going to fuck that up right away with the first batch of $250,000.
Probably right.
Why?
I'm probably just going to save my 250 anyway until I get my next 250.
That's, I think, what a lot of people are going to do. I'm going to be too low a level to really appreciate it when the first
Best
250,000 batch comes out.
stocks. Your stocks, guys.
And Intel have said that they don't think GTA 5 will be a console exclusive for very long.
Good.
Of course, Intel would know, wouldn't they?
Well, they already announced that they're making a PC version a while ago,
I
did
don't
they?
think they did, no.
Or
I
what?
would know. Out of all people, I would know.
Why would you know?
Because I would get about 1 million emails about it.
Why
Grand
would
Theft
you?
Auto 5 coming to PC early 2014. That's from GameSpot.
Kurt, when was it? When was it written?
October 10th.
So not long ago.
Yeah.
And that's just a rumour. If you go into the article, I think I read that article, which is them saying, there are rumours that, oh, my computer's come up with an update. Don't worry, I'm back.
Good.
My computer, but it came up with a full screen thing saying, hey, you need to update this program. Okay, so...
Oh my god, your petition's even mentioned in the articles.
Oh, is it? I obviously didn't read
Yeah.
the articles, otherwise I'd know that. So, yeah, so let's talk about releases coming out this week, shall we?
So yeah. Releases this week.
Yeah, let me look up.
I should know what's happening.
Yeah, you're a fucking retail guy.
What do you mean this week? Is it in the one that just come out?
No, it's in the week starting tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know.
October game releases. So, this
Beyond.
month...
Sorry, Beyond Two Souls came out. When did that come out?
a few days ago.
All right.
Apparently people are disappointed with it.
Like a movie.
It has an average score of 7.8 out of... I'm going to go on the Metacritic because that's better than VG releases.
EG releases.
Metacritic of 73, which isn't that good.
Don't look at Metacritic.
Why not?
It's stupid.
You're stupid.
Trey,
It really is.
you guys talk. It's a fucking Trey.
Nerd Cubed made me realize how dumb it was. So right.
What's dumb? Sorry.
Metacritic is dumb because of apparently it's dumb. I don't quite know why. What Metacritic does is it gets all of the like ratings from other news sources, combines them, and then puts them as an average, which I think is an amazing idea. It makes perfect sense to me. Why are you linked something? What are you linking?
Isn't
It's not
linked.
I ain't linking nothing.
He
My
ain't
team
linking-
speaks just a white box. I can't click on anything.
He ain't linking no ting.
So
He's yelling at us through text.
Yeah.
Cap locks means you're talking loud.
Yeah, I was.
okay.
There are no
So game
exclamation
releases this
marks.
week. Games releases this week. There is one game coming out this week, and it's called Goodbye Deponia.
Sounds brilliant.
Where is it being released? Like, is it console, PC?
It's a PC exclusive. It's a worldwide release. Goodbye
who hasn't
Deponia
seen that?
on PC has been confirmed release date of Thursday, 17th of October. 3 days left until you can play. I don't. What is this?
I don't
Who
know.
are you?
It looks like a point-and-click adventure.
It's currently 10% off on Steam
Okay.
for $17.99 from $19.99. You could you can buy it now, but I don't think there's a No, you can't play it yet. You have to wait till the game unlocks in 4 days.
Okay. And then that's the only game being released this week. This train is fucking long.
It's it's like a little cartoon game. I don't know what's going on really. I think it's a point and click, like you said. It's cartoony. It looks goofy.
Fair enough.
The Wolf
Well,
Among Us? Isn't
that was released a few days ago. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen it. It's Telltale. So I
Telltale
want it.
has a like a grimy art style. It's similar to The Walking Dead, but it looks a bit more dark to fit in with like the vampire werewolf.
Walking Dead tonight.
Walking
Yep,
Dead
that's
TV show
awesome.
tonight. Very excited for that. But I just remembered one other thing I played talking about Walking Dead.
Did you play The Walking Dead?
I actually finally got around to playing through the Walking Dead DLC.
Wait,
Was
what's
it
DLC?
good?
The 400 Days DLC for the point and click game.
Oh yeah, I almost got that.
Yeah, I played through it. I thought it was good. It wasn't quite what I was expecting. It was nowhere near as good as the actual 5 episode thing. But it was fun. You know, it was nice. There was a lot of loose ends that it didn't tie up between itself. Like, without going into too much detail, there's 5 characters, and basically the story is how they somehow find themselves to meet each other, and you play about half an hour of each character. Not even half an hour, maybe 15 minutes of each character.
Doesn't seem like very much playtime.
It's only $5, so it's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
But
It's a decent amount actually.
Yeah,
Like, for
but-
$5, it's
yeah, well, no, well, I mean, yeah, it's okay, $5. But what I didn't like was, like, you play 15 minutes as one character, it does much stuff, and then it ends, and you do that with all 5 characters, and then it just shows this like cutscene bit at the end, and then they're just all together and they're all with each other, and I'm just thinking, I don't get it, like.
Maybe it's like a cliffhanger, and like they're gonna re-release the ending on the next Walking Dead as a DLC or something, or maybe it's just like the start of the story for the next Walking Dead to come out.
Doesn't it tie in together though? How they meet up?
But it doesn't tie it together.
I thought
just-
it did. I thought they
it
all
just-
met up or something.
They all go to a gas station or something, and fine. But no, but I just don't like. I don't get it.
It's anticlimactic.
Yeah, like when you start each character's story, it says 12 days after the apocalypse or whatever it is, 12 days after. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like one character can be 10 days after, the other character is 200 days after. But they still manage to but they still all go to the gas station. They somehow all manage to meet up, even though one person went there 2 weeks after the zombie apocalypse, and one person went there almost a year after the zombie apocalypse.
Because they all waited for each other, didn't they?
I just don't get it.
It's a lot of
He waited
waiting.
200 days. He was like, I'm going to wait for that person.
But I thought it was a good little bit of fun times. I enjoyed it.
So would you say it's worth it?
Well, if you've already got the $25 game, because you have to have the standalone game to
Like
get it.
it's like an unnecessary prologue type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's completely unrelated to the actual story of the 5 episodes. But I enjoyed it. $5, why not? You know.
Why not?
I played it on my TV with my controller, which I thought was just a cool little way of doing it. The only reason I played through it actually was because I know that we were going to talk about games of the generation this episode. That's next episode.
Next episode. Good, because I haven't even thought about that.
I know Hannah wanted to take part in that as well, so she's not here.
Mine's League of Legends.
Honestly, I don't think there's that many. This generation of games is just disappointing. I mean,
But
Oh, I
there's
thought
no
you meant
creativity.
Actual games, I thought what you meant.
Not many games, are there?
There's not many games at all.
No, there's games. It's just to label them games of the generation.
Generation.
anyway. Yeah,
This has been a long podcast.
hasn't been that long. I can't end the
Years.
recording without closing TeamSpeak because my TeamSpeak's crashed. So it's weird. I hope it's still recording.
It is still. It says you're still
Yeah.
recording.
Okay, cool. Anyway, that's the end of the show, unless we have anything else to talk about.
I'd just like to mention that I have 70,000 cookies.
I have I have been spending my cookies like a motherfucker.
I've got 19 trillion.
That's just gay.
I'm earning 335 second.
1,734 a second.
When you
I'm
start
getting
playing quite before,
799
don't you?
million per click.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Leave us a like and a subscribe. This will be in iTunes eventually when I decide that I have to download iTunes, but I don't want to download iTunes.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening and have a good week. And
Have a
I'll talk to you
fantastic
guys-
evening,
talk
day,
to you guys
and
next week.
morning.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, bitches.